Stop, look, and listen. All right, first of all, again, thank you all for coming. I know Mr. McGuire has already prepped you. Again, 75 judges, they're ready to hear some amazing projects, some presentations. Remember, do your very best. We're all very proud of your hard work. All right, here we go.
Yeah, our original hypothesis was that if we gave the students time while we asked them a number of questions, it would actually distract them instead of increasing their speed to respond.
So for our procedure, basically what we did, we sanitized everybody's hands before they started to make sure that no germs were spread, and then we gave the students a slide and we asked them questions. For our control group, we asked the people the questions, the same questions that we did with people with the slime and without the slime.
How they all reflect the background to our project. So for S, we have Newton's first law, so cause and effect, and it wasn't necessarily that, but we took it in as kind of a mental sort of guideline. So cause and effect.
So they both came in play when we were doing the experiment because the angle is sort of affecting the airstream. So it basically it affects the airstream.
Our project was on writing a secret message of lemon juice on different kinds of paper, and our hypothesis was if the thickness of the paper varies when the lemon juice is applied, then the visibility of the message will be different.
Our independent variable is the paper. Our dependent variable is the lemon juice. Is the secret message, and our constant is the lemon juice. And our mentor is Miss Bo. For our materials, we had lemon juice, we had a container, like a bulk container. We also had cotton swab, like white construction paper, white regular paper, and white cardstock paper. And we also used a lighter and a timer.
We'd probably say the best thing about our project that we liked was probably actually seeing the messages that we had, and also meeting my partner and me.
I would just say, find a mentor. Your mentor will help you, and your teacher will also help you too.
I would probably say just have people help you help you and get background research on the stuff that you would like to do, and then just go off from
So would you continue to do further this way?
Yeah,
human taste buds and how they can be affected by this chemical called chloractin. It changes their perception of the taste, and it went. How much? I guess a lot. I guess a lot because it changed from like 5 4 5s to 1 2.
Our project was about color and like brain function and memory. So our question was, how is brain function affected by color? And then our hypothesis was, if a person has the ability to see a color pattern, then their short-term memory will increase. So yeah.
And our independent variable was color, and our dependent variable was memory, and our control group was the colorful puzzle, and our experimental group was the black and white puzzle, and some constants were 6th graders.
So we basically made 2 puzzles, a black and white puzzle with and without numbers, and a colored puzzle with and without numbers. And then we just had 25 students for the colorful part and 25 students for the black and white part, and we just tested their memory. I liked testing 6th graders. It was like fun to kind of make our puzzle, and
I liked learning about the type of science we're using, which is cognitive neuroscience, and it was like really fun to learn about.
how they helped you?
our mentor was Mr. Angel. He basically helped us to like see what brush we should do for our project.
And he also helped us like with the idea of, set up a table like right here, go around and volunteer, survey people, get a notepad, and make it all very organized. And he told us like the diversity of what our graphs should be, and if how many graphs we should have, what kind of graph. and organizing our day.
So our project is about cognitive reflection test. A cognitive reflection test consists of 3 questions, which are math-based and brain teaser. And at first, they may seem no-brainer, and your initial response is incorrect. And I can tell you off the bat, and they aren't hard. And it takes cognitive system 2 thinking. System 2 thinking is just basically a more further intuitive thinking. If I were asked you, what's 1 plus 1? It would equal 2, and it doesn't involve much thought into it, as if I was calling your name out. In system 2 thinking, it's just basically more thinking. You just have to sit down. Like if I ask you, what's 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 10? You wouldn't know right away because it needs system 2 thinking, and because of that, we want to see if color lettering on the test would affect the scores and trigger system 2 thinking, which this test was designed for, and we want to see it. And for our results, was revealing to start with. 16.6%. We have 2 groups. Both have 50-50 participants. One was exposed to color lettering on the test, which is the majority of the green one, which 16.6% of the participants got it correct. While the control group, which used black and white lettering, only got 9.3% of it correct, and which is a really revealing question. This experiment was inspired by Professor Shane Frederick, who came up with this test, and we got inspired by it because instead of color lettering, he used cursive and harder to read fonts, and students at his class did way better. 60% of it got it correct. Well, on the other side, when he tested his students during in the use of black and white lettering, just regular New Times Roman, the students got 38% of it correct, which is a huge revealing measure. What we like best about is the way we tested it and our teamwork. The way we tested it was Miss Glenn. We bribed her to start with since November to test it in class. You know why we tested in class? It's because we wanted to simulate Professor Shane Frederick of Yale as much as possible. I'm gonna hand it to you.
We just decided to do the quiz on the cognitive reflection test in class. So we had many kids who didn't know what they were doing. They just thought that they were doing a regular same old quiz for extra credit in that class. But what they were really doing was our cognitive thinking quiz, which my partner explained to you was what our project was based about. We had a lot of trouble and coordination. We had basically a lot of help during this project, and I really appreciate those people who really helped us with the project, and I couldn't thank them more, and just love it.
Genetics are like how we get it from our family and like the
hopefully have better improved accuracy for like throwing or shooting something, you know? So I found that very interesting.
Our topic was about multitasking and of humans' focus. And our question was, how well can a person focus on 2 or more tasks? And Miguel?
And our hypothesis was if people multitask on 2 tasks, then their ability to focus will decrease.
And our variables was how many tasks the person would be doing, and our responding variable was how much focus they would be putting into each task, and our control was the amount of pictures and words we would be putting into the videos needed for our participants. We actually got 45 participants.